Hey everybody, off the top rope here, off the Mike Sports Network. So I need to address something, and I talked about it here on the channel. After Dynasty over the weekend, when Swerve Strickland took it upon himself after losing a main event at Dynasty to John Moxley, took it upon himself basically to pretty much say, "Yeah, fuck Booker T," for his criticism of what Swerve did in an interview um, not too long ago, and you know Booker T is entitled to his opinion. Whether you feel look, Booker can be rub some people the wrong way. I understand it, and some of the stuff that he says is he's full of shit sometimes. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. And when you have a live microphone, whether it's on television or not, especially with the way social media is, go using company time to call out the commentator of a direct competitor to you, no matter what you say, is bad. And then all of a sudden, I just see so many AEW fans who are just, gassing up Swerve saying, "Good for you, go after Booker, go after Booker." And then those same people, when they see some social media clips surface of NXT fans basically, saying "Go Booker T," or it was like "All Hail King Booker," "Fuck Swerve," or something like that, and it's like those same AEW people who are gassing up Swerve and saying, "Hey, you know, good for Swerve, go after him, do what you got to do," and encouraging this behavior. They're mad when the NXT fan base is going after them. And people think I hate AEW. No, I'm just calling it like I see it. And AEW fans and the geeks and those tribalists, they have fostered this culture. And they are the biggest part of this issue right now with why AEW is currently in the shithole that it is. Because most of the people in charge pay attention to their fan base and the stuff that the internet bullshit, and they won't pay attention to, like, hey, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, hey, we want," they won't pay attention to the important stuff, but it's like, hey, all the, backstage politics, or like barbing with CM Punk, or, like taking shots at WWE. That's the stuff that they care about. But they don't care about, like, hey, the fans, like, even when they voice their concerns, they're not concerned about that. They're concerned about long-term storytelling, even if it sucks. So I get a chuckle out of, like, these fans. Like Rob Van Dam said something the other day on his show where he basically was like, "Yeah, AEW fans are the worst. They're the worst." Like, I've been to AEW event. I went to an AEW event a couple years ago, and fans there were tolerable. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe since CM Punk and Cody Rhodes left, it's like it's always about, like, one upping the competition instead of trying to be better than the competition. Focus on what you have to do. Because why is Swerve Strickland going out with a live microphone after losing a match for the world championship and barking about a WWE guy? This happens way too often. And then the culture within the fan base and within their man, it's like saying, "Yeah, great job. We'll show them." And then you guys get mad when NXT is basically, like, doing the same shit. You guys started this crap. You guys started this. You started this battle. It didn't need to be this way. It could have been a healthy competition. It could have been, just normal competition. But because of all of the culture, and, you let the thing fester with CM Punk, and now there's just, negative things, like, and then when CM Punk says something about the other place, because he is within his right to say it, like, because he was there. He can talk about that. He can do that because it's like, hey, it was a relevant question that was asked on the show. Nobody fucking asked Swerve Strickland about Booker T. Nobody fucking asked about it. You just lost a world championship match in the most embarrassing way possible, and that's the first thing that you talk about. And if the fans were like, "Yeah, great job," and then they're mad and then people are mad saying, "Oh, bruh, why are NXT fans?" It's like, it's 300 people. And it's like, hey, Booker T's out in front of him. They're showing support for him. What the fuck are we doing? I hate all of this. And I'm not saying that the NXT fans are that much better, but it's like, hey, you guys started this. What'd you expect was going to happen? What'd you expect was going to happen? This is wrestling. We're all a bunch of children when it comes to this shit. like, I I just hate that there are so many talented people over there that are just getting involved in petty grievances because they wanna pop the internet crowd. They wanna pop the internet crowd, and it's just like, it's all in the name of just cheap clicks and engagement, and it's just like, what are we talking about here? Like, this is so dumb, and I got driven crazy because I like Swerve. I actually think there's a lot of good in him, but it's like, what did that accomplish? Especially time and place. It's just like the context of it, it's just like, what are we doing, man? Come on. And it starts at the top with, Tony Khan probably loved that shit that, okay, standing up for yourself. It's just like, and then I'll take it even a step further. It's just like no matter what happens in WWE, a lot of people wanted to make this the Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair situation. They wanted to make that about AEW. Dave Meltzer tries to do that. You guys are fostering a culture with like this competition that doesn't exist. And you want to know why it doesn't exist? Because you guys went about this the whole wrong way. You you can't police your own talent. And then, when everything has gone haywire, you start picking internet fights with people. And it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Come on. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.